she was, what was her educational level?
She was studying Spanish in nursing school. She was in a 4-year program at Baptist Health, and also she was just shy of graduating, 4 hours shy of getting her degree in Spanish from University of Arkansas at Little Rock.
She was scholarship to the university, academic scholarship, National Honor Society.
She had been in all advanced placement classes.
Basically a straight A student her entire life.
She was an editor for her high school newspaper. She was in choir. She was in drama. She played forward on one of the best competitive soccer teams in Northwest Arkansas, the Arkansas Comets.
But now she's lost her ability to speak.
I have him recorded twice telling me this, that my daughter is like Moses in the wilderness, how Moses lost his ability to speak. Catherine has lost her abilities to speak, and this is why she can't speak to me.
And tell me about this shed, Pastor. There's a shed that you say they go in?
Long periods of time, yes, sir. It's
without food, no bathroom? What's the story?
It's a metal shed that's, I'm guessing it to be probably a 10 by 12, something like that, just like a storage shed. And they have it right behind one of the houses, and they used that for a long time in their, what they called their conversion environment, and where they would take them in. In the beginning, they did a lot of what they called prayer and fasting, and so they would spend 20, 30, 40 days without food, just only drinking water. And they would keep them up for 3 and 4 days at a time without sleep, and a group of men in their tag team preaching to them 24/7. And then after a few days, they would allow them to lay down, sleep for a little bit, maybe give them a bite or two of food, but then get them right back up and go right back at it again.
And how do you know that's going on?
Well, I've been told by several people that have gotten out, not to mention because of the proximity of where we are, and it's a small town, there's not city traffic and all that. We don't even have a red light in our town. At night, you could hear them in there yelling at whoever they had in the shed.
Now, you've talked about people that have gotten out and stayed out. Tell me what you mean by that.
I feel that there's trigger words, that when you're talking to these people, something sets them off, whether you get too close into their boundaries or whatever it may be. But when you hit that spot, it's like someone that's been, like a prisoner of war that's been brainwashed, or someone from the occult where they begin to go into shutdown mode. You see it's like you flip a switch. You see their eyes glaze over. You see their total demeanor changes, that it's like you're no longer talking to a person, but more kind of like a zombie state.
I witnessed it twice.
You've seen the eyes vibrating?
Of my own daughter, and then of another young man at the Texaco, when I asked him if his mother knew that he was there, and he started staring straight ahead and like he couldn't see me, and then his eyes started vibrating back and forth, and I had never seen anything like that before. And then the next morning, she came to the door, and I said, "Catherine, I just want to see you, honey." And she went into the same stare as the man did the night before, where she just stared straight ahead and like she couldn't see me. And then her eyes started shaking, vibrating back and forth, and she said in a very stuttered, broken, slow voice that she didn't want to see me by myself, but she said it in this very slow voice where there was like time and space between every word, about 2 or 3 seconds. And then she turned and ran, and it so frightened me that the phenomenon that I had seen the night before with the young man, then my daughter did it, and I had never seen her do anything like that in my life.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.